Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you to the organizers. Thank you. I'm Jiyoung Carolyn Park. I will be on the ballot as Carolyn Jiyoung Park. I am not a public defender. However, I am a private practice attorney who is currently working on some civil rights cases, including a case against the sheriff's department to sue them for their use of excessive force during the 2020 protests. I also created and ran the jail support project that I got going the first day that there were protests and the first day that there were arrests. I got to work and created the program from nothing, and we kept it going during the mass arrests for 2.5 weeks until they finally subsided. I don't know if you all know this, but LA County has the largest jail system in the world, not just the country, but actually in the world. Our systems were not designed for everyone to thrive. Our systems are designed for some people to thrive. And I'm working for our systems to work for everyone. In immigration court, unaccompanied minors, meaning children who come to the US without parents or guardians, they're expected to represent themselves. In tenant-landlord cases, landlords get well-heeled attorneys, high-priced attorneys. Renters have no right to an attorney. A renter who's being evicted, how are they going to afford an attorney? So they have to rely on pro bono attorneys. And let me tell you, during this time, during the pandemic, the pro bono housing attorneys are overloaded. So how do we change that? One way, which is the normal way we think about changing things, is through changing laws. Another way that people don't really think about as much is by having courts that are fairer, judges that are more fair, that are going to apply the law in a fair way. But also, judges actually create law. And the kind of law that they create is by interpreting the laws. And that kind of law is called case law. What informs a judge's decision is, as Holly said, a person's background. And if you have never walked a day in your life in the shoes of someone who has, been hungry, who just hasn't had the same opportunities as you, then it's so much harder to relate to the person that's in your court in front of you. And you're deciding the fate of that person, whether they're going to be free, or whether they're going to spend the rest of their days in jail, whether they're going to be able to stay in their home, really important decisions. So I'm running for judge because I was asked to run for judge, and I thought, no, that's not a place for me. Judges are like mostly corporate lawyers. They're prosecutors. I'm doing all this scrappy stuff, like to advocate, for people, and I was like, there's no way that people are gonna elect me. But you know what? People like you, people like me, we have to demand seats at the table. And people might say, oh, she's just doing this for power. Well, you know what? I do want power because I want to use that power to help people and to change our systems within the confines of the law. So this journey for this slate is not just for me or for my slate mates. This is a journey for our organizers, for you all, for our community, for the people. And so I'm really honored to be on this journey with you. Thank you.